Hello everyone, and welcome back to Easy Peasy English on the Learn English podcast, the place where you learn English, and today we're talking about something powerful. I think it's we all interested in. Topic we all need to know about. That topic is how to think clear, to know what you want in this life. Let me first ask you something. Have you ever felt confused? Like, you don't know what to do next in life? That happens to all of us. And often, it's because we're not thinking clearly. Clear thinking helps us make better decisions. It helps us feel more confident. And it helps us understand what we really want, not what other people tell us we should want. So today, we'll explore a few simple ideas that can help you think more clearly. And now, I think it's a time to begin, shall we?
Hi Clara. Hi Sarah. Clara, the last time I meet you you told me you're not comfortable at your work, or decided what you gonna doing, about your job, or going to quit from your work or continue to work.
I didn't decided yet, Sarah. I don't know what I want.
But you spent a long time to make a decision. Why, Clara, this happened?
I don't know why I spent all this time to make a decision. But this not the first time, Sarah. I suffer from that problem in my life. Always I ask myself, what you want? But I find no answer. I don't know how can conquer this problem.
Well, you know, Clara, why this happened with you? This because you didn't think clearly.
Think clearly? How can do that?
Before I tell you how can you do that, let me tell you first what think clearly mean.
Okay, let's start.
Think clearly means to process information in a focused, logical, and calm way, without letting emotions, biases, or distractions cloud your judgment. It's about making sense of things, understanding problems, and making good decisions.
So why is it hard to think clearly?
One reason, Clara, is too much noise. We are surrounded by opinions, social media, news, stress. Our minds are always on, always busy. And when your brain is full of noise, it's hard to hear your own thoughts. We start reacting instead of thinking. And that's why the first step to clear thinking is slow down. Take a breath, find a quiet place. Put your phone down for 10 minutes. This sounds simple, but it's powerful. Once your mind is quiet, ask yourself good questions. For examples, what do I really care about? What does success look like to me? If no one was watching, what would I choose? You don't need answers right away. Just let the questions sit in your mind. And remember, thinking clearly doesn't mean thinking fast. It means thinking deeply. Another powerful tool for thinking clearly is writing. Writing helps you see your thoughts. It slows your thinking down. And when you slow down, you start to see patterns. Try this. Take 5 minutes. Write the sentence. What do I want? Then write everything that comes to mind. Don't stop. Don't judge. Just write. You might be surprised by what you discover. Now, here's something important. Be honest with yourself. Clear thinking requires honesty. It's okay if you don't have all the answers. It's okay to change your mind. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to understand yourself better, little by little. And last thing I want to tell you, if you applying these ideas in your life, I'm sure you will help yourself to make a better decisions, you weigh pros and cons more accurately. And you will improve problem solving. You see solutions you might miss when your mind is cluttered. Also, you will help yourself to be less stressed. Clarity reduces overthinking and confusion. Stronger communication. You express your thoughts in a way others can understand. More control. You respond to situations instead of just reacting.
Thanks a lot, Sarah, for sharing those helpful information with me. I will start from now on, applying what I learned from you today in my life.
So, now we are reached to the end of the episode, and as we usual, let's recap the important vocabulary we have heard them today, before we end our episode. Our first word is clarity. Clarity means being clear, easy to understand, or easy to see. The next word is distraction. A distraction is something that takes your attention away from what's important. Here's your third word, intention. Intention means a goal or purpose behind your action. For example, I want to live with more intention. The next word is reflect. To reflect means to think deeply about something. For example, I need time to reflect on my goals. Final word, authentic. Authentic means real, true, or honest. For example, when you think clearly and know what you want, you can live a more authentic life, not fake. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of Easy Peasy Learn English podcast. If this helped you, share it with a friend who's learning English, or someone who needs to think more clearly too. Remember, you have the power to slow down, think clearly, and discover what you really want. See you next time, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and until then, stay curious and keep learning.